Have you ever heard of the tapir? Only 5 species of this original animal that we are going to present today exist now in the whole world. 4 of them live in the south of America, where there are actually less than 3,000 tapirs living in freedom in the wide world. But today, our talk will concern the Malayan tapir living in the southeast of Asia. According to the IUCN data, this species of tapir is exposed to disappear. Indeed, it is on the red list and its classification is endangered. So firstly, we would like to start by a description of this animal, and then we're gonna explain why it is disappearing. So Gloria will begin by the description, and I'm letting her talk. Let's go.
Okay, so the first topic we'd like to focus on is the species description. So the Malayan tapirs are perissodactyls, which means they are odd-toed ungulates. They are large primitive mammals and they are more closely related to horses and rhino than elephants, for example. Their living place are principally located in the east of Asian countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Cambodia. They live in dense and thick tropical moist forests at high and low altitudes. So their food is principally composed of twigs, fruits, and leaves on the forest floor. Over than 115 species of plants are consumed by the tapir. So I think you guess they are herbivores. There are also solitary animals except for raising their cubs and breeding. In case you don't know what a cub is, it's just a baby of an animal. It can also hear well and has a good smell, but it has an underdeveloped view. So if you look at the picture, we can see these eyes are quite fogged and opaque. So it can explain the fact that it is a crepuscular animal. So let's listen to Zélie right now.
At the age of 3, the Malayan tapir achieves its sexual maturity, and it usually breeds between May and June, with a gestation of 13 months. The newborn Malayan tapirs are reddish brown, and they have white spots and stripes on their coats. For the camouflage to hide themselves in the nature. Their specific and special color, black and white, appears between 4 and 7 years, and then the tapir will wear this color during all its adult life. The Malayan tapir are 1.8 to 2.4 meters long, and it measures around 1 meter tall. Moreover, they can weigh until 320 kilograms. That's a lot. We know that it's a good swimmer because it can use his trunk as a snorkel, and his face forms a sort of snout. We can also differentiate females than males because females are larger than males. And they can live until 20 years, and they between 6 and 8 months the weaning can occur. So I give my hand to Gloria.
Okay, so let's talk about the causes of its threat and conservation now. Malayan tapirs are lucky for having a few natural predators thanks to its big size, as Zélie said before. The only ones are tigers and Asian wild dogs. So their endangered status is due to human activities. The population of Malaysian tapir has decreased of 50% since 1990 and as endangered in 1986. The Malaysian tapir is disappearing because of different reasons. First of all, because of poaching and hunting. Some people think it has medicinal values and obviously for its skin and meat.
The logging is also a factor which contributes to its disappearing. You may know that cutting down trees badly affect the fauna, and this deforestation is principally due to the palm oil industry, but there is many other reasons.
Okay, another factor is also the progression of farming and agricultural land, which leads to a loss and a fragmentation of its available habitats. This leads to gather the tapir population in isolated forests. So this increases the risk of genetic inbreeding.
The traffic collision is also very dangerous for many animals, and in this case, the tapirs, because when they cross the road, that they can die, and it's all the time the case. I also wanted to add that even in national parks and protected forests, the illegal loggers destroy their habitats. Let's talk now about the conservation of this animal. Around 200 tapirs are kept in zoos. For example, the Malay Tapir Conservation Center is one of them. There, they help Malayan tapir to breed, and they keep them healthy and alive. So,
okay,
are you ready for the conclusion?
I'm gonna conclude. We are finished to present you the Malayan tapir. To sum up quickly, we can say that this species is disappearing because of human activities as often. And even if we don't know it well in Europe, this is not a reason to unnotice this amazing mammal. Yes, happily, some gentle humans try to put right the damages we cause to the Malayan tapir, and deforestation is again and again one of the most important factors which affect the fauna and flora. If we want to preserve this species, and by the way, the whole biodiversity, we have to stop cutting down trees and find alternatives.
So we have now we have done. Thank you for listening to us, and we hope that you enjoyed and learned something of our presentation.
And of course, don't hesitate if you have any questions. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.